Welcome, everyone, to Berkeley and California Memorial Stadium, where they've been filing in since early this morning, ready to support their sturdy Golden Bears. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on a team from the ACC, the California Golden Bears. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Sooners will get us started with the opening kickoff. No return coming. He'll call for the... Offense set on first down. Dropping back, it's Rodgers. Fires to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
After the first down completion, it's second and short. Calls his own number. Runs through the tackle. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw in that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
From the 39-yard line, it's first and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Eight-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. He's looking to throw. Grab near the marker. It's Anderson. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
Caught in the backfield. It's Ott.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with second and 4. Give to the back. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. They'll try to get the first through the air. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. They'll go with a direct snap. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Back to pass, it's Arnold. They're trying to get to it. It's complete to the left. Still running at the 40. Oh, look out, there he goes. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown Sooners.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Oh, so close to paying off. The tip really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete.
That is not good news for this offense, guys. I mean, the defense only brought 3 on that play, and they were still able to get after the quarterback. This O-line has got to play better.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He lobs one high down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Golden Bears come to the line in the hurry-up. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Caught in the backfield, it's Burks. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Arnold. Looking to the big tight end. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chasing. But really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's Matthews. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll throw it on first down. With the catch, it's Anderson. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for second down. He's looking to throw. And that one's incomplete.
Yeah, you could tell he was locked in. And plays are meant to go to certain guys, but sometimes you got to get back, you got to read the defense, and make a different decision if they play the right defense. And right there, that was one of those times.
Looking to scramble. Lets it fly. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. I don't know if this is the time for this type of risk. Offense going for it inside its own 40. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Lofts one high and deep. Can't hook up on the long throw, and fourth down goes by the boards for this offense.
It's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
And that pass picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Looking to pass. It's Rodgers. They'll run the screen. Fights off a defender. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Trying to find his man on first down. Got a man. It's Matthews. Still on his feet at the 45. The expressway is wide open. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Well, the defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
He'll start this drive firing. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Looking to throw, it's Arnold. Fires to the wideout. Hauls it in. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. The sure hands, it's Sharp. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. One more snap coming before halftime. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Trying to get behind the defense. And he reels it in inside the 30. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. The Golden Bears will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Sooner offense returns to the field. As they get ready to start this 3rd quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
Fires to the right. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And a tremendous return will be stopped at the 28-yard line.
That's number 2. That's a good year for a lot of people. What a day. Having 2 interceptions already. I might try my hand on the other guy. This guy is not somebody I want to mess with.
Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got his man quickly. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Golden Bears headed quickly to the line. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. That's caught. It's Matthews. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Little touch pass to the receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They keep attacking through the air. Getting some heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Defensive linemen live to get after the quarterback, to get sacks, to get by those big hog mollies up front on the offensive line and say, you taste dirt.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. Third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Splits the uprights. It's good. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Just trucks through it. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
And here comes the offense on second down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Back to throw, it's Arnold. The sweet feet buy a little time. He fires it out to the right. And he's got it inside the 10. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll try to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Kane. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. They'll throw it on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. Snags it on the right. And after that huge gain, he will have a chance to catch his breath, and he's going to need it. What a way to wrap up the third quarter. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. That's why everybody has to do the tip drill, DBs and receivers, and it worked out this time for the offense.
That's exactly what you want as a defender. Just get your hand on the football, let that thing bounce, and you see so many big plays made, but it was the opposite. It goes right to the wide receiver, makes the play, makes the catch. Man, that's frustrating for a defense.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking for a man. It's Rodgers. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
He'll throw on third down. Caught near the sideline, it's Matthews. Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a first and goal. The Golden Bears will hustle to the line. Looking to throw it again. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he's left with no option but to throw it away. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Let's go. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. They desperately need to get the score here on third and goal to have any kind of wild chance. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He'll take a shot. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up for it.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them.
They got 3 timeouts on defense, but I know a first down ends this football game. So I got to get my guys physical, ready to roll.
Yeah, because you know this defense is going to be playing the run. They're going to be loading the box, trying to get tackles, using their timeouts to get the football back. So this is going to come down to who's better in the trenches.
At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now third down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
This third down play might be the last chance for this defense to stay in the game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Here on third down for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Arnold. Zings it complete to the right. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. They'll try it on the ground. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.